Hey guys, I'm not sure how happened in my video there. So we're on number 6 for the mid-unit assessment. You're gonna have to bear with me because I'm not gonna draw these boxes perfectly. So it says Matt has 4 and 8/10 liters of iced tea to pour into pitchers. Each pitcher holds 8/10 of a liter of iced tea. Matt pours an equal amount of iced tea into each pitcher. Matt draws the model below to show how many pitchers he fills. Is Matt's model correct? So first of all, I'm seeing this is my total amount I can make with the tea. And this is how much one pitcher holds. I'm really doing 4 and 8/10 divided by 8/10. I could also think of this as 8/10 times something. It's going to get me 4 and 8/10. Well, think 6 times 8 is 48, correct? I would have one decimal involved. So my answer is going to be 6. But they're going to show you in this picture here, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 holes filled in and 8/10. So that represents all the tea. Every 6/10, they are splitting it, and that's representing one pitcher. So this line is showing you pitcher 1. Those two combined is pitcher 2, pitcher 3, 4, 5, and 6. So just showing you that you can divide it easily with a picture. You can also just think, 6 times what is 48? 8. 6 and 8. So if there's already a decimal involved, if this was 8 times something to get 4 and 8/10, then it would be 6/10. But right now, there's already a decimal involved. One spot. So you just have the whole number 6. Part B, it says Matt combined a 13 and 5/10 ounce bag of raisins with 25 and 7/10 ounce bag of granola mix. He puts an equal amount of the combined raisins and granola mix into 4 bowls. How many ounces of mix does Matt put in each bowl? So this is a 2-step problem. We first have to add, but trying to make sure that you still remember how to do that, with decimals. So this is how much raisins, this is how much granola. They're putting it together to make a mixture. So I'm going to carry my 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 and 1 is 3. Remember, when you're adding and subtracting decimals, you have to line up the decimals. So I have a total of 39 and 2/10 liters of mix. But now they want to split it into 4 bowls. So I'm going to take this total mix and divide it by 4. First thing I have to do with decimals, make sure there's no decimal on the outside of your division bar. So there's really not. There's 1 behind the 4, but it's a whole number, so you're fine. I don't have to move my decimal to make it easier. 4 times nothing is 3. 4 times 9 is 36. Subtract, bring down. 4 times 8 is 32. Now, I have to, just like up here, line up where my decimal was. And think, we had 39 and 2/10 as my whole. Would about 10 times 4 be close to that? Yeah, so it makes sense when you estimate. So our answer is 9 and 8/10 ounces per bowl. Now we're on to number 7. Maybe. Oh my goodness, my fingers won't work. Number 7. It says a fabric store sells close-out fabrics for $2.14 per yard. A customer buys 8 yards of that fabric. How much does the customer pay for the fabric? So this is for 1 yard. I have 8 yards. I'm going to multiply. And remember, my decimal is really here. Doesn't hurt or help anything for me to think that because I'm only counting how many spots, numbers behind the decimal. There's really no numbers behind the 8. My estimation is going to be about $16. Now I'm going to need more than $16 because just the $2 for 8 yards is going to be $16, and I have some cents involved. So don't just go to the store $16. You're going to be short. 4 times 8 is 32. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 3 is 11. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1 is 17. I have 2 decimals involved. So it's $17.12 for this fabric. That was number 7. The label is just your money, your dollar sign. Number 8, Elliot has 4 3/500 gigabytes of data available on his phone. He wants to stream 30-minute videos. Coronavirus must be happening because he's having to stream a bunch. Each video uses 8,700 gigabytes. Okay, so this is his total that his phone will use. Each video is this much. Now you might be thinking, if this, I guess there's a 0 there, but this is a lot smaller than this, obviously, because you have 4 whole and some. This is less than 1 whole. How many videos can he stream? So I'm dividing. I'm taking my total, and this is my part, each video, and I'm seeing how many videos can I stream. It might be a full video. It might be part of a video, and then they're going to cut you off. Remember, I cannot have a decimal outside. It makes it very confusing. So I'm going to move my decimal 2 spots on the outside. If I do that here, though, it's like a teeter-totter. I have to do the same thing on this side to make them equivalent. So now I'm really just doing 435 divided by 87, which I can do. I know I can't do 87 times anything to get 4, or 43. So now I'm just going to have to guess and check. Well, I know 8, this is about 9. And 9 times 5 is 40. I'm going to try 6. Oh, too big. I'm going to try 5. Should have went with my gut. Oh, look. Crazy that works perfectly. And my decimal, you line up. So they can watch 5 videos. They're not going to get interrupted. They're going to watch 5 full videos. Number 9. Says Paige has $7.80. She wants to buy pens at the school store. Each pen is 52 cents. Which division equation and related multiplication equation could Paige find to use how many pens she can buy? Okay, so I know I'm doing $7.80 divided by 52 cents to get some number. I know that means I'm also doing $7.80 divided by whatever this answer is will get me 52 cents. And I know that 52 cents per pen times some number is going to get me $7.80, which means A is wrong because they're looking, you can't divide a smaller amount by a large amount. So A is wrong. B is wrong because the first part's right. You're doing this, divide by number to get this, but you can't take your total amount times your pen per each pen. So B is wrong. C is going to be correct, and D again is wrong because you're starting with a small number. So the answer is C. Let's read about C. And number 10. Kenya. So she has 4 5/10 bottles of water. Each full bottle holds 9 7/75 fluid ounces. She wants to know how many fluid ounces of water she has in all. So she's taking it, she's already broke it down to 9 and 9 plus 7/10 plus 5/100. That's the same as 9 7/75. She's broken it down. She's dividing it. Oh, no, she's not. She's multiplying. Because she has these many bottles, so 4.5 bottles. And this is per bottle, and she's wanting to know how much total water. So she is multiplying. So you're going to take her whole 9 times 4. That is 36. 4 times 7 is 28. But there's 1 decimal here, so I need a decimal. 4 times 5 is 20. But I have 2 decimals involved. 5 times 4 is 45, but I have 1 decimal involved. 5 times 7 is 35. I have 2 decimals involved. And 5 times 5 is 25, but I have 3 decimals involved. So that's how you would fill out the box. Then you would take this and add it all up. So I'm going to have 36, 28, 2 tenths, 4 and 5 tenths, 35 hundredths. Make sure you line all of this out perfectly. That's what makes it tricky with this strategy. And then we're going to add. So I'm going to have 5, 7, 10, 13, 14, 15, 19. There's my decimal. 6. Okay, now I'm going to write my answer up here because honestly, I don't trust myself with this strategy with all of that adding. So there's my answer. I'm going to do the standard way. This is what I would really suggest you guys to do, is to check my work. So my numbers were originally 9 and 75 hundredths times 4 and 5 hundredths. Remember, when you're multiplying, you don't have to line up any decimals. That's the only time the rule is broken. So you're going to want to shift it all over to make it easy. So I'm going to have 25, 37, 48. Then I'm going to get rid of up here, shift over, 20, 7 times 4 is 28, 29, 30, 36 and 3 is 39. I can add that a lot better and feel confident. Oh boy, I messed up. Let me check this real quick. Okay, so this is probably the correct answer, and my decimal is 3 spots in. And this is like, I'm not even going to restart this video because this is the honest truth with how this works. Some of these other strategies are not necessarily the most confident thing for me, and you're feeling probably the same way. So I'm going to check my math because I obviously have my decimal in the wrong spot somewhere. Okay, so 9 times 4, that is 36. My decimal is here. 4 times 7 is 28. I have 1 decimal involved. 4 times 5 is 20, and I have 2 decimals involved. Yep, that's right. 5 times 9 is 45. I have 2 decimals. Nope, just 1. Yeah, just 1. Maybe that's where I messed up. 5 times 7 is 35. I have 2 decimals involved. 5 times 5 is 25 with 3 decimals involved. Okay, I could have just added it up wrong. So I'm going to have 36. I'm just going to add these together. So I have 38, 39 whole. Because this is going to make this 3. Then I have 4. I can add these ones together. 35 hundredths. Please get it right this time. Yes, I got it right. Oh, sorry, you can't really see. So I don't know if I added wrong, if I put my decimal in the wrong spot, but that's how important it is to put your decimal in the right spot. So I actually checked it using standard way because I feel more confident. Then I went and redid it, and I can do it right. It's just there's a lot of numbers involved, and it's a little easier to mess up. But it makes sense with my number sense. All right, well, there was it, mid-unit assessment. Go ahead and check that, and I'll get the next video up.